right. Oh. Guess there's no way down into that water at all then. Fine. There's that bit of water. Just there. Start with that. I'm gonna check all of them. I wish I could just teleport back. So much easier. It's much better than earlier on. So what was blocking us down here? Right. Forgotten all about them. to there. Should at least look. Wish I could look at their maps. Oh, so annoying. Well, there are only 2 more chests, that really does it all. Absolutely nothing. too. Do I want to check? May as well. Aha. Sison. And the shaman. Hey, nice to see you. Guess you saw my request on the board.
Sure did. There's something you want us to do for you.
Yeah, you got a few minutes to listen? I'm sure you already know, but my job involves making all different kinds of crafts. Recently though, I've been thinking about expanding my lineup, so I'd appreciate it if you could bring me this new material I've been trying to find.
What material would that be?
It's called an indestructible shell. You can harvest it from monsters near the river, but we don't usually go that far into the forest.
An indestructible shell? The name alone suggests that won't be an easy harvest.
Yeah, it's a remarkably sturdy thing, which makes working with it all the more difficult, but if I can get my hands on some, I could try making all kinds of new crafts.
Sounds like a worthy goal. So how many of them do you need?
3 should be plenty.
3 indestructible shells. Alright. Come on, Adele, let's go get them.
Thanks for the help. Question is, do I already have them?
We brought what you asked for, Sison.
So you did. Thanks muchly. Alright, let me try making you something with these. Can you wait just a moment? There we are, that should do it. Here.
Wow, this is nice. It feels more powerful than the accessory you usually craft. Is it really okay for us to take this?
Of course, it's the reward I plan to give you from the start. Besides, those shells will last me a good long while. Thanks to you, I can create all sorts of new accessories from now on. So if there's anything else you want me to make, just let me know.
Thanks. Can't wait to see what else you come up with. We'll be back if we need anything new.
That was nothing.
Neat.
Hi, Pippi. I see one of your one of your precious children has gone missing. Yes, isn't it awful? They're always causing me so much trouble. Would you be willing to bring him home for me?
Okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your assistance. So, which one of your little ones has run away this time? His name is Sasami. I know that's more of a hen's name, but I like to think I'm progressive. You can recognize him by his white feathers. And like the rest of my lovely little children, he's extremely cautious. So when you're trying to catch him, do make sure you approach from behind. If you try to approach him from the front, he'll be sure to run away. So we've got to make sure he doesn't see us coming. Check. Do you have any idea where he might be hiding? I'm sure he's still in the village at least. He's a bit of a scaredy-puss, so he wouldn't have left. I think he'll be outside too, as he wouldn't want to approach anyone's home. So we're looking outdoors, but within the village. Okay, got it. That should be plenty to work with. Come on, Adol, let's go get him.
Right there.
There it is. Oops, looks like we weren't careful enough. We need to sneak around behind it, even though there's no way to get behind it here.
Short of jumping from above.
Pressed the wrong button. I got away.
Oh, I really messed that one up. I was right behind it too. I had the thing. Ugh.
Gotcha. Let's take you back to Pippi. Thank you so much for bringing my lovely Sasami back home safe and sound. Here's the reward I promised. Thanks. Now play nice with him, okay? Of course.
That was nothing.
I never actually checked Kesnan after I got Kana. I can't imagine there'd be anything new, but... Okay. Figured it wouldn't, but had to be sure. Hey, if it isn't Adol and Durin, welcome back. Thanks to you, there hasn't been any poison in the river at all for quite a while. We still haven't managed to catch the culprit, though. I'm not too surprised. He didn't seem like the type to make it easy for anyone. There have been others coming and going here too, aside from you guys. Right now, that Leo fellow who's been here once before is inside the village. He keeps complaining about how he wants to cross the river. Since you're here, you should go see Ozma. I'm sure he'd be thrilled for the visit. Let's go, Adol, to Ozma's place first. We should introduce Kana too while we're here.
Oh, so this is Ozma's house.
Yeah, he's really young, yet he's the village leader. Really serious guy. Is that you, Adol? I'm pleased to see you again. Actually, there is something I wish to discuss with you. What do you want to discuss? It is a matter that has been on my mind for quite some time. So, you have found a way to cross over into the primeval lands then? Yeah, apparently Adol managed to make it over there once already, before he lost his memories. At least, that looks to be the case. Can't say anything for sure until we've been over there ourselves. But in order to make it across the river, we'll need to find the entrance to the ruin mentioned in this old notebook. What's wrong?
No.
Nothing at all. My apologies. Adol, I have had something on my mind ever since I last saw you. As you know, I was never told the real secret of the Spardas. Spardas. You mean the reason they're treated as sacred beasts? Indeed. Yet, despite never being told, I feel it is my duty, perhaps my destiny, to know the answer. My family is no longer with us, however, so it is conceivable I may never be able to learn the truth. Still, I desire to know. I wish to unearth the secret my mother and father protected for so long. Ozma. The sacred beasts are said to have come from the primeval lands, as I previously noted. Naturally, there is no guarantee I will find the answers I seek there. I do apologize for making such a selfish request, but I must go to the primeval lands, no matter the risks. So, with no one to tell you the answers, you want to go on a journey and find them for yourself, huh?
Hey,
I don't know the whole story here, but I definitely understand exactly how you feel. It's like if you just stay in your village and pass up this chance, you'll know you'll end up regretting it later. So if this journey is what you want to do, you should do it. You don't want to have to always wonder what might have been. Right, Adol?
Kana's right. Yeah, that's actually really sound advice. Better to have tried and failed than never to have tried at all. No, in Adol's case, I seriously think he's motivated solely by curiosity for the unknown. It's hard to believe he's even a real person, or at least a real person older than 5 or so.
That's so true. Just give it your all, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And even then, there's always something to learn from every failure, so chin up. This'll be a good journey. I'm happy to have you with us, Ozma.
Yes.
And are you, Kana? And so, Ozma explained to the people of Selray, with some difficulty, that he was departing on a journey. They seemed hesitant to accept this at first, but soon realized that they had depended on him for far too long, and wished him well. I believe all of my preparations are now complete. It feels strange to be leaving my home on a journey for the first time.
Oh, believe me, I know right where you're coming from. It's a big mix of excitement and nervousness, your stomach's in knots, your heart's pumping right out of your chest.
I think Ozma is probably more concerned about his responsibilities.
What are you implying?
What happened to the spiders while you were away? I thought you were the only one who could look after them. There is another in the village who can take care of their basic needs. That is all she can do, but it should be sufficient. Normally, even that would be forbidden by the laws of my tribe. However... Right. Getting back to the matter at hand. Leaving here and following the river to the north should lead us to the ruin. I've marked where I believe it is located on your map, should you need to confirm its location. Alright, Adol, you ready for this? Let's set off. Okie dokie. Blacksmith Siryu.
Hey, Ozma. Do you need something?
And we've come to discuss your request.
Oh, you're here to help me out with that. That's great.
Would you be willing to assist her at all?
Yep. Really? Thanks.
So, what do you want us to do? It was something about testing a weapon, right?
That's the one. And not just any weapon. A super weapon. That's the important part.
Okay.
At any rate, as you can see, I'm currently a blacksmith's apprentice. So as part of my training, I decided to forge some completely new types of weapons.
And you would like us to test these weapons in a combat situation?
Well, at least one of them, yeah. There is one detail I should probably mention, though. These weapons need a little more refinement before they're complete. That's why I need them tested in actual battle with real monsters, They have to be put through their paces to work out all the kinks. In their current status, both weapons are a little unreliable. Don't say I didn't warn you.
This is sounding pretty sketchy now.
You'll be fine. I have 2 weapons, and I'd be thrilled if you test out one of them on the field. There's a sword and a gauntlet. Which would you prefer?
Is it alright to test only one? Would it not be better... There. Is it alright to test only one? Would it not be better for us to take both?
Nah. I've made up my mind to focus all of my energy into one or the other. Basically, whichever sounds more appealing to potential clients. I'd rather make one amazing weapon than 2 great ones, you know? So, what'll it be? A spectacular sword or a superb gauntlet? Make your choice. Your path is incandescent.
Well, I'm not bothered either way. It's up to you, Adol. Sword then.
Alright, here you go.
It looks and sounds awesome.
I know, right? I knew you'd appreciate my greatness. And just for that, you can have this too. Okay, as for what I want you to actually do, how about equipping this weapon and defeating 5 Rangoas? Can't remember where to find them exactly, but I'm sure you can figure it out. Once you've taken down 5 of them, let me know, okay? Good luck.
Right. Oh, I do hope rainbows are not what I think they are. Okay. Hmm. Oh, they're the giant balls. Yeah. Actually, they should probably be up in there somewhere, shouldn't they? Okay. Got a fairly good idea where to... Oh my god, it's burning me. That should be 3. Four. Yeah, it's down around.
Hey, looks like you finished the test. So, how did you like my weapon? Wasn't it sizzling?
Oh, it was hot stuff, all right. I can't believe you can say that with a straight face.
Must have given you quite the warm welcome, huh? As you probably figured out, it's barely usable as is. I'll get to work on refining it now, though based on your report. Hang on just a sec, okay? Alright, it's done. I name it the amazing, incredible, deadly, destructive...
Sorry, stop messing around in front of the customers. You're calling it the flame sword, and that's final.
No one gives weapons boring names like that these days, you know. You've got to. Hey, what are you using his name for? He wasn't the one who forged it. This is my work, damn it. It's an injustice. I don't authorize the use of that name. It's not even my work. It's not even my work without my amazing naming sense. Are you even listening?
That's one down.
One second.
Kind of think the doorbell's about to go. Give me a minute. It's wonderful when delivery trucks just sit outside your house for like 5 minutes for no reason at all, with their engine running. Anyway, what was I doing? Alright, I have what's his name in the party now. Let's go see if I can break those rocks.
That's one down.
From here.
Leave it to me.
Nope.
Let's go.
Leave it to me.
Yes, that would have been too easy. Oh well. At least that's all side quests. Well, board missions anyway. Done for now. According to Adol's journal, According to Adol's journal, the entrance to the underground ruin should be around here.
Adol came here pretty recently, right?
Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing. Probably just overthinking.
Okay, let's see if we can find something that looks like an entrance.
What's this?
It appears to be a unique mechanism. Without knowing its function, however, we should exercise caution. Hold on. I think I've seen this somewhere before. That's right. It was in Adol's notebook. There was a picture in there that looked just like this. Adol took out his journal.
Let's see.
Here we go, right here. Pattern is... Blech. The pattern of differently shaded diamonds is indeed strikingly similar to the picture here. Alright, Adol, time to get thinking. Look around with the puzzle. Ugh. Oh, I have completely messed myself up, haven't I? Okay, let's see if we can reset it somewhat. There we are. It opened. So, that was the solution. I've never seen such a thing as this before. Come on, everybody. Let's see what's inside. Adol, look at that statue. I've seen a statue like this before. Yeah, in Casnia Mine. You said you heard a voice coming from it. Who'd have thought we'd find another one like it here?
I've seen a statue like this near Komodo too.
It is said that many hundreds of years ago there was a giant settlement in this area, large enough to be called a kingdom. A kingdom? Say, Adol, didn't you say you heard something like that from Remnos too? "800, I think. He said it existed about 800 years ago.
That's right, 800 years ago. He was really fascinated by stories of it and always trying to research more about it as inspiration for his poems. Although he wound up researching it in private since Father and I were criticising him just a little too much.
So these are remains of an ancient kingdom then. They may be connected to the primeval lands as well. Okay, what are we waiting for? A winged statue stands silently before you. Ah, one of Fina's people. Oh, I have the weapon for this place. And Finally.
Let's go.
Leave it to me.
Wait for him.
Whoa, this is a nice fight.
Sucks being slowed. save. I am almost dead.
Find it, let's get him!
Let's go.
Oh my. Ow, 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 ow.
Stomach's getting warmed up.
Fairly sure that healed everyone anyway. Whatever. Well, we're out, but where are we? It appears to be a graveyard, a well-kept one at that.
Not quite what I was expecting. So, we're in the primeval lands now, right?
Look over there.
Is that Komodo's great tree?
Seems to be, yeah. And if that's over there, then I think we can safely say we made it. These are the primeval lands for sure, right, Adol? Right. I don't know, though. I feel kinda let down. After all this, I thought our arrival here would be a little more dramatic. Like we'd all emerge into a stunning new world and shout uncontrollably with glee or something. No, it's okay, Kana. The moment's passed. No sense forcing it.
What is this?
What's what? Something wrong with that grave?
Yeah, take a closer look.
The gravestone? Adol and the others examined the front of the gravestone. An inscription was carved into its smooth, clean surface. Here lies Adol Christian. What? I don't remember dying. Now that's something you don't hear every day. But unless there's someone else around here who happens to have the exact same name as you. Still, the fact that there exists a graveyard here at all indicates that this side of the river is definitely inhabited. And by all appearances, its inhabitants must live quite nearby. Yeah, these flowers are still fresh and the gravestone itself looks brand new.
Not to add to the questions we already have, but this has been bugging me since we found the ruined entrance at Celceta. I wasn't sure before, but I definitely am now. There were no signs of anyone going through those ruins in a long time.
How do you know?
When we hunt, we often have to follow the tracks of beasts, and even when there are no tracks, there are always signs. But there were no tracks near the entrance or exit of the ruins, and no sign of any disturbance within them.
But here's a grave with Adol's name on it, so that proves he did come through here, right? If this wasn't his point of entry, then how did he get across the river? Cannot imagine any other route. It seems we are left with more questions than answers.
Look at that.
Isn't that the same kind of bird we saw in Celceta?
I don't think it's a bird. It looks like one, but it's not flapping its wings.
Well, if it's not a bird, then what is it?
It came from deeper in the primeval lands, but beyond that, I have no idea. Are you okay, Adol?
One day, I intend for mankind to take to the skies. Just like this, on wings of their own creation.
Hold on.
What was it this time? Adol explained that he heard a voice in his head and described what it said to him. What? That doesn't make any sense. You weren't kidding, Ozma. I've got nothing but questions swimming around in my head right now. No, isn't it exciting? For you, I'm sure. If it weren't, I'd think you were some kind of imposter.
We won't find any of the answers we need just... Meh. We won't find any of the answers we need by standing around here.
I agree. We should continue up the hill and try to find the people who tended this graveyard.
Is that...
Amazing. A town? This deep in the Great Forest? And not just that, but look at it. It looks like a way more technologically advanced place than even Casnan. What is that structure over there? The one surrounded by thunderclouds. Seems like some kind of tower. Could that be? Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that's the one you marked in your notebook. I didn't expect we'd find it this quickly.
It looks almost magical, like something out of a fairy tale or an old legend. I'm sure Remnus would be overjoyed if he could see it.
Maybe he already has.
Somehow I doubt that.
I'd say it's high time we go in for a closer look, shall we? Ooh, that's a giant death bear.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Giant, very easily killed there, actually. almost dead. Okay, heal up first before I activate that. What are you doing?
Daddy, I'm sorry. I saw these books in this map and I...
No, it's okay at all. You don't need to apologise.
Daddy? A travel journalist? Does that mean you wrote all these books, Daddy?
That's right. I travelled across a few nearby countries before finally settling in this village. Look at this map, Adol. It said that the beautiful white flowers that grow in this canyon only bloom one night a year.
Daddy?
Hmm?
Why did you become a travelling journalist?
Well, I suppose you could say I just wanted to see things with my own eyes. Okay, it's still way away. Ways away, even. Incredible. This place is even more unbelievable up close. I wonder what kind of people live here.
Hey, what are those twirly things over there?
They're called windmills. The wind spins them around to generate energy.
Oh wow, I'm impressed you knew the answer, Duran. Very nice.
Hey, they don't call me an information dealer for nothing. Anyway, based on our experiences so far, it seems safe to assume that Adol's caused some kind of trouble here too. We might get chased around, we might get locked in a house somewhere for a while, who knows. Either way, we can't stand around forever, so let's just get this over with. Land. You're... And here we go. Own up, Adol. What did you do this time? It's a ghost! Huh? What's going on here? It's Adol. He's come back to haunt us. Eesh. This isn't your world any longer. Go back to sleep. Leave us be. I see. So it was the people of this town who dug that grave, Adol. They appear to be under the impression that you are, in fact, deceased.
Adol, is that you?
Who are you?
Oh, I see. You've lost your memories. Well then, let me introduce myself again. I'm Kalilika. It's a pleasure to meet you.
My name is Adol.
Oh,
I know that, silly. You really are quite the troublemaker, you know. First you wander off outside the town without permission and disappear without a trace. And then you show up here again with no memories. The nerve of some people, I swear. I like that you're an interesting person, but there are limits, you know. After a while it just gets old. You're almost a full-grown adult, so you really need to start acting like one, okay?
Wow. Adol, this kid doesn't mince words, does she?
Now, I think that about covers the scoldings, so if you would, please come with me. I'll show you to my home.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aaron. I'm the mayor of this town, and Celceta's grandfather. I must say, it's amazing to see you alive again. Adol, I had assumed I never would. I saw the grave. Before you returned, we were under the impression that you had died. It must have been quite a shock to see it, but think how we must feel to see you standing before us now. May I ask why you believe Adol to be dead? We found Adol's belongings near a waterfall in this area, but Adol himself was nowhere to be seen. We searched for days but could find no trace of him. We had little choice to believe he had accidentally fallen in and drowned. Something tells me drowning's not too likely to be the way this one goes out. You haven't seen him on ships. I can't even imagine how confusing this must all be for you. But in order to explain things adequately, I would be forced to detail a number of private matters regarding these lands, and I honestly cannot say how much I'm at liberty to discuss right now. Celceta?
Yes, grandfather?
When Lisa returns from the rites of summoning, would you please ask her to come by?
Is she returning today?
Indeed, although it may be past nightfall by then. Either way, I will need to consult with Lord Ediel on this matter.
Yay!
Today I've done so, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to remain here in our guest quarters. Can we look around outside? I don't think that would be wise, particularly after what happened last time you were here. And your arrival has caused quite a commotion in town already. I apologise for the inconvenience, but I think it would be best if you stayed indoors for the night. We'll do what we can to make your stay a pleasant one. Celceta, would you please show our guests to their quarters?
Of course.
What'll you do?
Well, since arriving here we've learned not much. I'm inclined to disagree. If this is where Adolf's tracks end, there is a high probability that this is where he lost his memories. It may not seem like much to go on, but it is a solid lead nonetheless.
Hey,
Did anyone else find Celceta and the mayor's reaction to Adol's memory loss kind of weird? I mean, they didn't seem surprised at all.
There's definitely something strange about this town. The technology here is pretty advanced too. They've even got windmills and streetlights.
What's a streetlight?
Oh, right. They're little devices on sticks. Basically, they light up when it's nighttime. In big towns, you can have a bunch of them along the side of a road. Then when night falls, turn them on and it's bright as day.
Wow, that's incredible.
But you sure don't hear of too many towns that use them. Heck, you'd be hard-pressed to find one even in Rome. Honestly, this town might just be more advanced than any place I've seen or heard about in the whole empire. Makes you wonder what's a town like this doing in the middle of the Great Forest. You managed to remember anything yet, Adol? I think I remember Adele. Oh, that's the guy the mayor mentioned. Whoever he is, he sounds pretty important. The way those two were talking about him. All we know about him is his name. However, beyond that, we can only speculate. I think it might be best for us to rest now and trust that our questions will be answered come morning.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Is it time for dinner?
Frida, give me a break. After much tossing and turning, Adol finally gave up on trying to get to sleep. There was simply too much going through his head. The window isn't locked. It might be possible to slip out from here. Will you go outside? Not yet. Well, in a minute. This is Aaron's room. It would be rude to enter without permission. And this will be Celceta's.
I suppose I wouldn't be able to go into any of them yet. We'll get it right here in the town, though. A winged statue stands beyond the entrance. It looks similar to the statues in Kasan Mine and the underground ruins.
One day, I intend for mankind to take to the skies. Just like this, on wings of their own creation.
Now then, Adol, please wait here for now. I'll call for you when Lord Eldel is ready to grant you an audience. Feel free to make yourself comfortable in the meantime. There, feel free to make yourself comfortable in the meantime, if you'll excuse me. For goodness sake, I just finished cleaning. Hard to believe anyone can be so this disorganized. Appears to be some kind of telescope, though larger in size than any that are known, and with a very delicate-looking lens. Some kind of measuring instrument is laid down haphazardly next to it. It appears to be some kind of ship. Judging by the fact that it has a cannon attached to it, it's likely a warship. A strange sphere slowly rotates in place. The pattern on it looks like a map, but built out of puzzle pieces. Various antiques, documents and maps are lined up here. They look like spoils from a ruin raid. There are various books piled upon one another here, all pertaining to the study of language. Among them are some with writing in an unrecognizable script. I'm terribly sorry to have kept you waiting, Adol. Lord Edel is expecting you on the balcony. Please come this way. Yep. You must be Adol Christian. I am. I imagine you were quite shocked to be brought here so suddenly.
One day, I intend for mankind to take to the skies. Just like this, on wings of their own creation. However, now is not yet that time. The doors must be opened in the proper order.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Edel. I suppose you could say I'm the one who brings harmony to this world.
Lisa.
Excuse me, Lisa. I'm sorry for the mess.
I'll tidy the room again later. If you wish to talk to Adol here, I'll take my leave now.
I am sorry.
Thank you.
Now,
Adol, all of these books and blueprints you see before you, they all depict things that I plan to have someone invent one day. Plan to have someone invent? Indeed. One day someone will invent each of the inventions you see before you. Construction, art, medicine, weaponry, all kinds of knowledge from every field of study are gathered here for the express purpose of gifting to mankind one day. And by bestowing this knowledge, I have worked to maintain balance and harmony in the world throughout its history. Throughout its history? That's right. Recent history, in any case. I've repeated this process for several centuries, ever since I came to this land. When a land struggled with floods, I gave its people the knowledge to build floodgates and improve irrigation. In one age, a violent plague spread across the land, and I prompted the development of a cure. As for a recent example, do you see that blueprint spread out over there? What's it a blueprint of? Observe for yourself. Not long ago, I showed these blueprints to a certain engineer. The armies of the Roman Empire and the Principality of Altigo have long been butting heads, as I'm sure you know. At one point, Altigo seemed to be at a disadvantage, but now the two forces are an even match for one another. The reason for this sudden equalization, an exceptionally fast warship the Altigans happened to invent in the nick of time. I want to ride on one, please. As expected of an explorer like you. My point, however, is that these blueprints are the plans for that very warship. The countries have been at odds for so long, it would create an imbalance were one to fall under the other's flag. If Rome were to annex Altigo, the number of problems for both nations would increase considerably. It simply would not be wise to let the war end quite so easily. Much like the relationships between people, resolutions can sometimes lead to problems all their own. Altigo is a particularly complex region and is generally best left to its own devices, but exceptions must be made.
Are you unable to sleep? I'm so happy you're alive, Adol. Do you remember my name?
Lisa. Oh, so you do remember me then? That makes me very happy. Would you like to talk for a while, Adol? I see. So your memories of me only just returned a moment ago. What a wonderful coincidence. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you remember about Lord Adele? Only our first meeting. Really now? That's most impressive. If your memory has recovered that much, then perhaps you've already realized this, but Lord Adele personally chose you and summoned you to this land. He intended to impart upon you the knowledge of the tower. Unfortunately, you were vanished before you could receive it. And I'm afraid I don't know what specific knowledge Lord Adele intended to impart. I feel I should also disclose to you the truth regarding your memories, or at least some of them. The area surrounding the sanctuary is protected by a special kind of barrier. When outsiders leave, they forget everything that happened here. It's as if they never came. Why?
To avoid the existence of this town and Lord Eldel becoming discovered by the outside world. I believe that you lost your memories when you left this area. However, you should only have lost your memories of Highland and its environs, nothing more.
But I lost all my memories.
I'm sorry. I really have no idea what could have caused that to occur. I've also never heard of anyone regaining their memories of Highland upon returning either. It may be some time before he can grant an audience with you, but I'm certain you'll be able to speak with Lord Eldel again. However, it's late, and you need your rest. I'll see you again tomorrow. I'm just so relieved to learn that you're alive. Oh, and Adol, if you should remember anything else about Lord Eldel... I'm sorry, it's nothing.
Good night.
To you. Sorry, Adol. Can you explain that again from the beginning?
I doubt repeating the explanation will make its contents any easier to understand. And I must confess, it is most difficult to believe such a tale could possibly be true. So basically, this Eldel guy is like some kind of god and gives people knowledge. We've seen some strange things on our journey so far, but this is pushing it. There is one point I would like to be clarified. You said that upon leaving this area, you forget everything that happened here, correct? Surely that would mean forgetting the knowledge you were given as well, no? Yeah, that's a good point. So go on, Celceta, or whatever your name is. What's up with that?
That's no way to ask someone a question.
Well, I'm older than you, so there.
You certainly wouldn't be able to tell from how you talk. You're like a spoiled child. The idea that you should respect your elders because of their age is so outdated. Respect is earned through maturity. And people like you don't become mature as they get older. They just turn into grumpy old farts.
What?
Yeah. I think Celceta wins this one. But it's true that the people who receive knowledge forget coming here. However, the knowledge imparted by Lord Eldel remains within the mind, resurfacing one day as inspiration. Inspiration? What do you mean?
I believe she is stating that the knowledge a person is given resurfaces during his daily life, as if it were his own thought. Is that correct?
Oh, it's good to see the rest of you actually have measurable intelligence. Unlike a certain someone here.
Pretty fancy system you got going here, though. So if people remember the knowledge they've been given as if they thought of it themselves, does that mean everyone who's ever invented something great has been here before? Naturally, not everyone, but that is true for certain people and certain inventions, yes. Ugh, unbelievable.
So, can we actually go outside now?
You may. Lisa has explained everything to the people of this town, so there should be no further problems. Okay, Adol, I don't know about you, but those are the words I've been dying to hear. Time to go snooping around town. Indubitably. Hopefully we can find some way to get a few more of your memories back. Listening to people talk might help this whole thing sink in a bit too. Something wrong?
Oh, nothing. You just sometimes don't seem like you're all there. Then it's like you say the perfect thing. Weird.
Really? I mean, I am a reputed information dealer and all that. I absorb everything around me and, hey. Celceta, I would like to entrust you as their guide. Please show them everything this town has to offer.
Okay.
However, Adol, I must warn you of one thing. Do not, under any circumstances, leave the town through the north exit by yourselves. Blah. The north exit? In the direction of that enormous tower?
That tower is where Lord Eldel lives. It's also where Adol met Lord Eldel when he last came here. However, it's surrounded by an area called the Sanctuary of Storms. And if you enter there without permission, you'll be fried by lightning before you know it. So don't say we didn't warn you.
Okay, that seems like a pretty good incentive to keep our distance to me.
That's our cue, Adol. Let's check this place out.
Walking around freely in a monsterless environment should be a pleasant change of pace for you, or so I'd hope. So please try to use the time meaningfully. Bleh. Snoop around everywhere. This house seems to be empty.
This is Lisa's house. But Lisa is out most of the time, so it's usually empty.
What about her family?
She lives on her own. Both of her parents passed away the year I was born. Oh. And that's pretty much all there is to see of Lisa's house. Let's move on, shall we? Excuse me, Dario.
Do you have something you need me to? Ah, Adol. Perfect timing. I actually have something I need to discuss with you. So, what's on your mind? Actually, it was about your gravestone, Adol. I was the one who built it. Someone else asked me to do it, but still, I feel terrible. I hope its existence didn't cause you any bad luck. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I beg of you. It's the thought that it's the thought that counts. Really? I'm glad you're not upset.
Ah, you're so polite. Is something wrong, Ozma?
A thought crossed my mind. Was anything buried in that grave?
Oh, hey, now you mention it.
Can a body... Can't be a body in there, so... Is it just dirt? No, a tradition for cases where there's no body are to bury the belongings of the I mean, Adol's belongings. That's what was buried in his grave. I'm so sorry. It just slipped out. I didn't mean...
It's okay. We understand completely.
Adol's belongings. From before he lost his memories, no less. There may be new information to discover within them. For real? I'm going to tell the mayor to have that grave removed really soon. So please, just wait a little bit longer. Please.
Adol, I think we should probably be leaving now, for Dario's sake if nothing else. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We don't want the poor guy to have a heart attack. When I grow up, I want to be an architect. My father, my grandfather, and my great-grandfather were all architects, and I'd love to follow in their footsteps.
Not often we get customers like you. Welcome, please look at my wares. I've plenty to offer, so I'm sure you'll find something that takes your fancy. I have 48,000 gold. That is a lot of defense. Yes, what would be the point of even getting any others? Welcome, travellers. As you can see, this is a place where we weave fabrics and tailor clothes. This is the role that has been passed down in my family for generations. Whoa, it couldn't be. What was that? It might have been a creature called Mishi. I've heard of it once before. It's supposed to be extremely shy, always appearing in weird places. It brings good luck to those who find it. For the life of me, though, I can't remember where I heard about it. Either way, if we get a chance, it might be worth trying to track the little guy down. Hello, my name's Barton, and I study different ecosystems here in Highland. We've met before, but as it seems you don't remember, I see no harm in reintroducing myself. I'm currently raising rare livestock from throughout the European continent in this building. Feel free to visit here any time if you'd like to study them yourselves. Oh, Adol, it's great to see you. I'm so glad you're alive. Everyone here feared the worst. There are only dust and old dreams in here, but please make yourself at home if you can. Nothing but dust and old dreams, huh? A few too many books in here to make a claim like that, if you ask me.
Yes, I do have a lot. Simon and Betty are the descendants of scholars and the most well-educated people in all of Highland. While Lord Eldel gives the ultimate decision on whom to invite to this town, he'll often ask for advice from Simon and Betty before doing so.
Wow, so they're kind of like his heavenly advisors or something then. Oh no, we're not quite that important.
Lord Eldel is omnipotent and omniscient in the truest sense, you see. But as a result of that, he doesn't always see things the same way a human would. And that's where we come in. We provide him with a human perspective on things, nothing more. Frankly, it's an honor that he listens to us at all.
Ah, I see. How long has this Eldel been living in the region?
Well, I couldn't give you an exact answer, but it's been hundreds of years for sure. I don't know if you've ever seen any, but all of the winged statues in the Great Forest are images of Lord Eldel. Hundreds of years? So that means he must be a really, really old man by now. Heh, you wouldn't be able to tell if you met him. He looks and acts like he's still in his prime. I've never heard of him falling ill before either. Wow. His personality is a large part of why all of us here in Highland love him so much. He's incredibly kind and he even has a great sense of humour. Just talking with him always puts me at ease.
Sounds like a pretty great guy. God.
I think we've probably kept you long enough now. True, we should be letting them go. But you're welcome to come back any time if you should ever need anything. Celceta, I'm sure you have plenty of other places to show them, no? Yeah, I guess so. Thank you both for your time. I was really surprised when I heard you were still alive. And not only that, you were able to make it back here with your friends. You are truly a special individual, adult Christian.
Oh, it's you, Oh, it's you, Celceta. I see Adol and his friends are with you too. Have you come to ask me something?
Yes, we have. Oh, but first, I shall introduce you. This is Warner. He's responsible for observing the river.
Observing the river? Surprised there's a job like that here. So, you seen anything strange around the river lately? Well, yes, actually. Not long ago I saw two strangely dressed individuals, a man and a woman, on the opposite shore. Can you describe them at all? The woman was, let's just say, lightly dressed and had long purple hair, and the man was enormous, clad in a seemingly heavy-looking armour. I remember them well because they were such an odd combination, like a study in opposites.
That sounds like...
That man must have been the beast tamer we encountered.
Yeah, and the woman must be that magician.
So those two are allies. Sure wouldn't have guessed that. Oh, you've met them yourselves? Unfortunately, all I could confirm is that the two of them were together. They were on the opposite shore after all, so I couldn't hear what they were talking about, nor confirm exactly what they were doing. I see. Still, at least now we know they're connected in some way. That's pretty significant on its own. Thanks for the information. Oh, it was nothing. I'm happy to have helped.
Thanks a bunch. Are you a zombie? I know all about zombies. Sometimes when people die, they keep moving around and they're called zombies.
Nice jet. Hello and welcome to Ireland. Make yourselves at home here. I'm sure you've had a long journey. Hello, you really gave me the shock of my life yesterday. I genuinely thought I'd seen a ghost.
I couldn't believe my eyes either. I thought you had a twin brother or something.
Is this some kind of shop?
Well, technically yes. This is Philemon's workshop, and the staff here are responsible for all of the machinery in Highland. Machinery? Oh, you aren't familiar with machines.
Bleh. Well, Connor and Ozma are from the forest and live off the land, so they've never seen machines like the ones here before. You've seen them then, I assume. Yeah, machines are complicated contraption thingies that do stuff in a nutshell.
I see. That your explanation was no help at all. And there you have it. It's a shame your brain isn't as big as your body, or you'd be quite the genius.
Oh, come on now, give me a break. Hey you, big guy over there, you're blocking the entrance. Oh no, that's the kid.
Hey you, big guy over there, you're blocking the entrance. You want to talk, move over and stop getting in the way of other customers.
Why am I the only one who gets told off? Yeah, it's nice to see you all. And it's particularly good to see you alive, Adol. We were discussing how this workshop is responsible for all the machinery in Highland. Does that mean those windmills outside were created here as well?
That's right. I was responsible for designing them, in fact. Thanks to the knowledge I received from Lord Adele, anyway. Though all of the wisdom I was given has also been given to someone else as well.
I see.
I still don't really get it. But I can tell you're an amazing person, at least.
But of course, you're a perceptive one, young lady.
Don't get cocky, old man.
Ah, all of the girls in Highland like this? I thought it was just Celceta, but this one seems like a handful too.
Well, Tamel is Philemon's successor, so she's not exactly your run-of-the-mill girl. Indeed, you may now bow before me.
Don't be afraid to look around here as much as you like. I hope you find something to trigger your memory.
Hey, so please do enjoy looking around the town. You might see something that will help you regain one of your memories.
Blah, blah, blah. Ugh, town's a hell on the throat. You're the first people I've known to make it this far on your own. But until the mayor's decided what should be done about the problems your return has created, we do ask for your cooperation. If anything bad were to happen, there wouldn't be words enough in existence to apologize to Lord Eldel.
I told you, Joel's going to be a tailor with me. We'll have a tailor's wedding and make tailor babies. He's got no other choice. Joel's gonna be a scholar with me. We'll have a scholar's wedding and make scholars' babies. And that's an undeniable fact. Come on, stop fighting, please.
You go, Joel. What an impressive building.
It sure is pretty. This is a chapel where people offer prayers to Lord Eldel. Look, it's Marina and Lisa, talking by the altar. How about we go and say hi?
Ah, so you're the red-headed explorer and his companions people have been talking about. Well, while you're here, you should pray to Lord Eldel as well.
Lord Eldel, please watch over me today, as you always have. Oh, you must be. Good day, Adol. Did you manage to get any sleep after we spoke last night?
I did, thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. Are you Lisa then? You're very pretty. Isn't she though? Lisa is the most popular maiden in all of Highland, and for good reason. Most popular?
Why are you boasting about her? Shouldn't you be, like, jealous or something?
These two have always been very close to one another. They've been raised together as if they were sisters.
I see. And who might you be?
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Mariana. I'm one of the Apostles of Highland.
Apostles?
Oh, that's right. Haven't explained that yet, have I? Those who directly serve Lord Eldel are referred to as his apostles, and only apostles are allowed to enter the tower where he lives. Of course, there's more to it than that, but that's the general gist. Suffice it to say, it's a very important position. Lisa is an apostle too, and so am I, but I'm just an apprentice.
Oh, really? Important position, huh? So, how do these apostles serve your Lord Eldel anyway? Exactly. Blech.
Well, each of the apostles has a different task assigned to him or her. Mine, for example, is the rite of prophecy, in which I convey the words of Lord Eldel to the people of Highland. Lisa's role, then? My role is called the rite of summoning.
The rite of summoning? If I recall correctly, the mayor spoke of that yesterday. Adol said something about Lord Eldel giving knowledge to people of his choosing. So, does that mean your role is to bring those people here?
Exactly. You probably figured this out by now, but the one who brought Adol to this town before he lost his memories was Lisa. Really? Come to think of it, what happened to the person you were supposed to be bringing here this time? Was he with you when you returned last night? No, actually. Lord Eldel indicated that the timing was no longer convenient, so I was asked to cancel the summoning until a later date. Really? That's a shame. But if Lord Eldel wasn't able to grant an audience, then that's that, I suppose. He must be really busy right now. Yes. Are you okay, Lisa? You seem tired. Perhaps you should avoid making any more long journeys for the time being. No, I'm fine. Well, if you're sure. Alright, everyone. I think we should move to the next location. I really am fine, Celceta. You needn't worry so much about it.
Bleh.
Everyone needs to rest sometimes. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Indeed, we have heard enough for now. Any further questions can wait. Thank you very much for your time. Take care. It's nice meeting you. Okay, Miss Tour Guide, lead the way.
Don't patronise me, neck-chin. Come on, everyone, let's move along.
Right, I think we've about been everywhere in town now. We should have enough information to work with, so let's head back to the mayor's place and regroup. Yes, we must decide our next course of action.
Meanwhile, I'm afraid I have some business to attend to, so I must bid you adieu. I'll see you again later. Bye!
Alright then, Adol. We gathered a fair amount of information at least. Is there anything in particular that stands out to you?
About...
Sure, about Aldel. Fine. The winged god you're supposed to have met before you lost your memories? He sure seems to be loved by everyone around here.
Well, if he's really been living in that tower for hundreds of years, then he's not an ordinary human, that's for sure. And he's supposed to be in perfect health, not like some old man or anything.
Those statues in the forest supposedly were cast in his image, which means there is a high likelihood that he has some connection with the ancient kingdom of Celceta. While we cannot be certain until we have met him for ourselves, he does seem to fit the very definition of a god. Yeah, this whole Eldel thing is definitely an interesting development. But I was thinking of something else, something that might help figure out what happened to you here at all. About my belongings. Yeah, I was thinking that too. If you really fell into that waterfall, your belongings could hold the key to this whole mystery.
This could be our chance to see what Adol had with him before he disappeared. Assuming we can even get to them since they've been...
buried. Since everyone thought you were dead.
They buried them in your grave.
We should consult with Aaron. You want to ask the mayor for permission to dig up your grave, or to dig it up on our behalf? Either way, what do we do if he says no? Then it'll be kind of awkward when we go digging it up anyway. I think it's best we just do it in secret. It's your grave after all. I concur. It is much simpler this way. Come, there is not a moment to waste. I really should have asked first. I believe Celceta is currently at the chapel. You're welcome to look around town, but please try to avoid drawing too much attention to yourselves. I should continue on, but I'm not gonna, because my cold ain't 100% gone, and my throat's still touchy at best. And going around an entire town talking to everyone doesn't exactly help, especially when I put on the voices, so... Still, I'm getting better, but I'm gonna stop here for now. And probably be back Monday. Because it's Friday, Saturday and Sunday next, and we all know how well they go for me, what with the house being renovated and all. Still being renovated after like a goddamn year. I can't help but think they're gonna make me gonna do stuff in my room soon anyway, so it's a whole annoyance in and of itself. So I'll be back when I'm back.